Welcome to the theoretical kitchen of JBL, where a year ago they released this, the JBL Charge 6. Let's talk about it. Now, if you aren't familiar with the JBL Charge 6, it is their mid-sized portable Bluetooth speaker, best for pool parties and beach days, and it's advertised for the younger generation of people. So, as a younger guy, how well does it hold up to those standards? Let's get outdoorsy. Now, the JBL portable app is fairly straightforward. You can change the name of the speaker, you can tweak the 7-band EQ, you can perform firmware updates. It's not too bad of an app. You can choose between the preset equalizers, or of course, you can tweak your own 7-band equalizer. I found that favoring the lows and the highs and sort of just leaving the mids where they are is probably your best bet, because it already sounds good enough. I'm being chased by a bee. Now, of course, there are some technical upgrades alongside the visual upgrades that the JBL Charge 6 has received. For example, it now has 45 watts RMS power instead of the 40 watts found in the JBL Charge 5. You have a 30 watt woofer and a 15 watt tweeter. So overall, you're going to get louder volume, crisper highs, and lower lows. There's a small strap on the top of the speaker that you can have in two configurations. I've dubbed it the clutch and the handbag. Now, so the bottom of the speaker is probably where I'd say my favorite upgrade is. So instead of the small glued-on rubber feet from the Charge 5 that fell off and peeled off and just looked kind of ugly and made the speaker a little bit wobbly, it didn't really sit quite well, there are two very nice, chunky rubber soles at the front and back of the speaker. These are built into the subframe and they fit amazingly well because they just look like they belong there. They're obviously built into the chassis, so they look nice, they're clean, they're stylish, they don't fall off, and most importantly, they keep the speaker more sturdy. So, a welcome upgrade there. The battery life has been upgraded to 24 hours on the JBL Charge 6, 28 if you use the special high efficiency battery mode. Can't remember what it's called, I'll put a name up over here. Now, this mode just, all it's going to do is going to increase your battery by getting rid of some of the bass and making it a little bit more tinny. If you're into that, like if you're outdoors in a big field and the bass doesn't really matter to you anyway and you just want to extend the battery life, then that's a good idea. However, I wouldn't use it personally. Now, about the 24 hours of advertised battery life, I can't tell if I'm getting more battery life than the Charge 5 or less. Around 50 to 60 volume with the stock equalizer, I'm getting around 20 hours of use time, which is good. Not 24 hours, but it's good. Now, the charge port on the back of the JBL Charge 6 is a bit hay-going. It is an exposed port, meaning that if the speaker is wet, which it will get wet, you will find that if you try and charge the speaker right after, you will be hit with a red indicator blinker. Unplug it. If this happens, just unplug the M speaker at this point. You need to let the port dry first before you charge a speaker. No big deal. It is a waterproof USB-C port, but I wouldn't trust it. So just make sure you leave it for at least 24 hours, I think I'd say, before you try and charge a speaker again. So if the speaker dies mid-pool party, I'm sorry, man, you're out of luck. Let's talk a little bit more about the JBL Charge 6's new design features. Now, that strap is made out of a nice nylon webbing with a rubberized JBL logo on the top. There are some spots to hook down the actual strap built into the chassis of the Charge 6, which is pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. And of course, you can have it in two configurations. Also, I'd like to give a special shout out to whoever invented Auracast, because that shit is goated. I can't even lie. That's so goated. Auracast is so cool. You can connect to any new JBL device. The Go, the Flip, another Charge, what else? The Extreme, the new boombox, any party box that has a 20 on it. Like the new Encore, the 120, 320, 520, 720, and Ultimate all have Auracast. So if you press that Auracast button, it will connect to any JBL speaker that has been released recently. You're also actually technically competing with the new Boom 3i, I believe it's called, from Soundcore. That's a good speaker. I haven't got my hands on it yet, but from what I've seen, it's a pretty solid speaker. It's got 50 watts of power. So, like the video, and I'll get a Boom 3i to compare it against the Charge 6 and see how it goes. Thank you guys so very much for watching TJ Media. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, so I'd love it if you were to subscribe and show your support down below by liking the video. That would just mean a lot to me if you guys could do that for me. That'd be awesome. Now, of course, to send you guys off, I'm going to give you guys a sound test for the JBL Charge 6. So put on some headphones, listen to the sound test, and tell me what you guys think. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
you stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you're folding. I was swimming with the sharks. I was swimming with the sharks. I can't tell you apart from them. You can't tell either. Will we love or falling deeper? Tell me, darling, what is it you want? How come mine doesn't work like it used to? As I know I remain a danger to me, to you. Going altered by the moment, even as the days turn idle, sweet on survival. I'm on fire, waiting. You're a rifle I never expect to be sane without it. All you could ask for never made its way into your eyes. Cold in the water, cold unless you're keeping a disguise. I was swimming